Hi everybody and welcome back to Kevin's Upfront Opinion. Now this morning Bridget Phillipson was interviewed by the BBC, primarily by Laura Kuenssberg. Okay, now what did she have to say? Now obviously she was asked about the U-turn by the government to do with the reforms to do with welfare, which to be honest don't really care about, to be honest. I do, because they need to be done. They need to save money because too many people claiming benefits, but there's an argument who shouldn't really be getting it. So I understand. But she got asked a fundamental question, because for quite a while, the government's policy has been that they want to U-turn on the Conservatives' form of policy of only the first benefits only being paid for the first two children. Okay. Now, obviously, that's to do with means-tested benefits. And I understand why the Conservatives did it. They want to save money. And their argument was always, even going all the way back to David Cameron, that it should pay to work. And when you've got people, and this is me generalising, people claiming benefits and just having child after child after child because it pays more to be in the benefit system, but it does to work. And I understand why they said this is categorically wrong. We need to change this. It should be a case of it pays to work and not for the state to pay for you. Now, Bridget Phillipson and Liz Kendall are running a study to find out if this is physically possible. Now, the thing that's come out is the Institute of Fiscal Studies, which is independent, it's said if they do this, one, it's going to lift approximately 500,000 children out of poverty. 500,000. But, and there's always a but, it's going to cost £3.4 billion per year. And the reality is that the reforms that the government were going to make were only going to save £5 billion, but not until 2030. So, this is the fundamental question. This is something I discussed with my wife today, and my lovely sister-in-law as well. If you're going to do it, and I'm not saying it's wrong, in an argument's sake, I'd actually say it's, in a way, it's right to do it. Where do you save the money? Because you've got to cut somewhere, because the government can't just spend and spend and spend and keep on spending. So I asked them, being women, where do they cut? Because I know what most people are going to say. Because if I go and put this video on TikTok, they're going to say, cut foreign aid, or stop putting asylum seekers in hotels and giving them benefits and all of it. That's what's going to be said. But I wanted a different answer. I wanted somebody to give me something that's reasonable and sensible. And I was actually quite surprised what they said. Because they said to me, stop paying people that adopt children or foster children extortionate amounts of money. Because they said to me, and I don't know how much truth's in this, because I've never been involved in adoption or fostering. Yes, I get lots of press releases by Hampshire County Council, Wiltshire County Council, and West Berkshire County Council about people fostering and adopting. But I've never actually got involved in it myself. And they said to me a decade ago, you could get paid £300 a child. And I thought, 300 quid a child? You got to be having a laugh. And I think they said that was per week, £300 a week. I thought, how much? You got to be having a laugh. So that's their argument. But what I want to know is, if you need to find 3.4 billion, because the money that has been saved has been spent elsewhere, where'd you cut? Where would people feel comfortable with the government cutting to implement this? So let me know in the comments down below, what do you think the government should do? Or if you think the government shouldn't do it, and if you're brave enough to say it, let me know that as well. But for now, thanks for listening, and I'll speak to you all again a bit later.